everybody get in the chat, man. Late night live stream. It's a 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 late night stream. It's a late night live stream. Yeah. It's a late night. So this is James, chapter 1 and 19, right? Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath, right? So, in this land of Babylon, right, it teaches you to be quick, right? It teaches you to be fast, and fast-paced society, right? So we know in a fast-paced society, people overindulge into a lot of things, right? People like to overindulge a lot of, vanity, right? Overindulge a lot of vanity, right? Overindulge a lot of things. It's not really giving you what you need, right? So that's why James said, word from my blood, like you're gonna be slip to his sources of wrath, right? So, and to overindulge in anger and whatnot, right? So we know in this land of Babylon, we gotta have balance and all that we do, right? We can't be so quick to get agitated, right? You can't be so quick to get angry all the time, man. Because, that's foolish to always get, that's quick temper and all that, man. And that's something we gotta, work on and build, right? And, that's why, in these, during these days, like, a lot of people quick temper, right? Especially, in New York City, right? If you look at somebody the wrong way, stare at somebody the wrong way, they're ready to pop up, right? Always so petty and small, petty things, man. So we just gotta know how to maneuver out here, man, and not letting the things of this world get you over what you're trying to do, right? So a lot of that be taking place, man, especially in these times, man, that we in, right? And when you're out here in the urban cities, man, you're trying to, lead those, right? And it takes time, man, to lead everybody to what you're trying to do, right? So yeah, man. So this is Proverbs chapter 14, 17. He that is too angry doeth foolishly, right? And a man of wicked devices hated, right? So he that deals foolishly, right? Or foolishly, right? A man of wicked devices is hated, right? So whatever type of devices you do, whatever you're drinking, right? Whether that's clubbing, right? Whether that's fornicating, right? All types of different devices is out here that we gotta stay clear of, right? So we gotta stay clear from all the things that's not really adding and giving you type benefits, right? So we gotta walk out here, with discernment, man, and out here, walking and not being some kind of warriors, right? So that's what we are. We out here walking and handling our business. What we gotta do, man. So let's read Proverbs 19 and 2, right? Also that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. He that hasteneth his feet sin, right? So we know that the one that's without knowledge, right? The one that hastens his feet, right? So we're not too hasty for anything, right? In these times, right? Don't be too hasty to get into a relationship, right? Don't be too hasty to really get nowhere, right? So we know that we take our time and we don't rush into things, right? So you're not rushing, right? And you're taking your time to see what's going on out here, man. A lot of people rush into things, right? Rush into relationship, right? Rush into some type of way. There's so many different things how people like to do, man. So we gotta take our time. So this is Ecclesiasticus, right? 1 and 29. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest, right? So it says to be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, right? Take good heed what you speak, right? So whatever you're saying out your mouth, right? You gotta take your time and not be out here just speaking foolishness foolishness, right? If we're not speaking, life into the atmosphere, right? We're not speaking things that's going to uplift those. We're not speaking things that's going to be, charitable, right? So it's very important to know what you're speaking, right? Not speaking, death, right? So definitely like that power talk, right? A lot of people in New York City, right? You be speaking death, right? I know y'all be seeing all the stuff that be going on, man. These train stations and all this stuff going on here, these buses, all this type of stuff going on here, man. These people just speaking death over one another, right? And I realizing that's what they doing, right? So you just gotta have you gotta have like, or you gotta have control over certain things, right? Have control, right? And especially in these times when people don't have self-control, right? A lot of people just moving off emotions, right? Very emotional and not having self-control, right? So this is Proverbs 21:23. Whoso keep his mouth and tongue, keep his self-control, right? So whoso keep his mouth, right? And tongue, keep his self-control, right? So when you guarding your mouth, right? You're not being a busybody, right? You're not just talking profusely, say all types of different things, right? Some people be talking, right? And be saying idiotic things that don't really make sense, right? It's not really adding something to the conversation, right? They're not really adding any type of input to the conversation, right? They're speaking all type of foolishness. They're not really saying nothing, right? So you just gotta know when to speak, when to be quiet, when to speak, when to be quiet, when to speak. You just gotta know when to, just gotta know, man. So yeah. So this is Proverbs chapter 15:1, right? A soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger, right? So people that always want to be, how it would be, man. Grievous words speak of anger. You ask somebody something, and you're very passive aggressive and all that, man. So that can stir up anger within somebody. Somebody just keep being, passive aggressive with you. Like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone, man. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna let you have all that, right? So that's kind of what it is on the journey, man. We see all that stuff. We know we go this way, go this way. That's kind of how it is, right? So this is Proverbs 15:2. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge, all right, but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness, right? So the tongues of the wise, right, use knowledge, all right? So we're not out here just speaking, foolishness, right? So we're not uttering foolishness things out of our mouth. Well, when you do speak, right? When you do speak, you have knowledge of what I say. You have knowledge of the world, right? The thing is that we're just not just talking and talking, but we actually want to talk and we really have something to say, right? I know you heard a saying, if you have nothing to say, keep your mouth closed, right? So if you have nothing, really say, just keep your mouth closed. You don't say nothing, man. It's simple how it is. So this is Proverbs 12:15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise, right? So it says that the way of a fool, right? Let's get that. Let's read that again. So Proverbs 12:15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise, right? So it says that the way of a fool, right? He's wise in his own eyes, right? He think he know everything. He think he know how to maneuver. He think he know all of this, right? But they say he's wise in his own eyes, right? But you gotta hearken unto wisdom, right? And that's how we gotta move, man. We gotta hearken unto wisdom and not be hearkening unto foolishness out here. That's really not out here giving no type of benefit, right? So yeah, man, that's how we gotta move. So this is Proverbs 13:18, right? So let's say poverty and shame shall be to him that refuses instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored, right? So let's say poverty and shame shall be unto him that refuses instruction, right? So that means that poverty and shame come to you when you refuse instructions. But he that regardeth reproof shall be honored, right? So when you guard reproof, you shall be honored, right? So when you want instructions, when you want to have, instructions instructed, you're going to have to be honored, right? So that's how you got to move out here, man. Simple, move with discretion out here. Don't be a busybody. Don't be out here just moving and just out here talking and all that, right? There's another scripture that talks about that as a support to those who like to do foolish things and all that, right? Somebody can find that scripture, man. But yeah, everybody likes to just, just gotta stay in the straight and out path, all right? So once you stay in the straight and out path, you know how to maneuver out here. and you're just not out here just being combative with those who in the world. People just out there acting wild, acting reckless, and you want to be around that, right? So yeah, man, this is a quick live stream, man. Late night live stream, man. Speaking to the arrogant, the foolish, and the simple, right? So you don't want to be simple out here, man. You don't want to be arrogant out here, right? And you don't want to be foolish, right? So you just gotta know how to move out here in these times, man. Because you could be foolish, be arrogant because you want to say something, just prove something to somebody. And sometimes you ain't gotta say nothing, right? Sometimes you feel off the chain. So you know what? Turn up the cheek and say, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that, right? That's kind of how it is, right? You're gonna let you have that. Ain't gonna let that go. You just let that, right? Sometimes you gotta respond to everything, man. That's one thing, especially when you're just out here, you don't move or anything. You want to quick to respond to everything, but not everything is a response, right? So this is Proverbs 20:18. Every purpose is judged by counsel, and with good advice make war, right? So we know that with purpose, we got our purpose out here, man. It's judged by counsel, with good advice make war, right? So you out here being a warrior for the truth, man. You out here moving things, tackling all things and getting away, man. All obstacles getting away. You're out just moving, right? So yeah, man. It's great to be moving with wisdom and not moving foolishly, not moving recklessly, just not just moving all chaotic and stuff, man. So once again, man, thank you for everybody watching these videos, man, these live streams, man. Keep moving forward. Yeah, man. Everybody take care. I just want to be talking to the foolish, arrogant, and simple, man. So thank you once again, everybody watching this